In the event of a fire alarm, a fire alarm will sound continuously. Proceed to the nearest fire exit, and the assembly point is outside the London Business School in Sussex Place. No food or drink in this lecture theatre, no smoking anywhere in the building, and just a reminder to put your phones off. And I just remembered that not, but never mind. I'm sure it won't go on. Okay. Can we just have a show of hands, people? The purpose of the convention is really, it's an opportunity for us to meet our peers from other member groups and to collaborate and share, and to also find out a bit about what's going on in BCS, and to network with the staff and some of the volunteers who are involved in boards and committees. And obviously we aim to provide you with a range of sessions which also, you know, give you a chance to learn something, but also give us a chance to learn something from you. So who attends? We've invited people from branches, specialist groups, YTG. At the spring conventions we invite people from our international sections, and I'm very pleased to see a number of you here, and we also have a special international meeting for those tomorrow morning. We also invite members from Council and Trustee Board, and from the Membership Board and its committees. And there are also obviously key staff and some of the directors here. So the theme for this convention is engaging with students and other young professionals. I'm not going to say anything more about that theme now because it is Roger Marshall's theme for his presidential year. So I'm sure Roger will be talking about it in a few minutes. Okay, so we always ask for feedback, and we review your feedback and try and act on your comments. Now, last year we had some really good feedback scores for both the autumn conventions and the spring conventions, and I thought I'd just share that information with you. You always provide us with lots of really interesting comments. You tell us what you like and what you don't like, and we try and set the agenda accordingly. You always enjoy the opportunity to meet with your peers and to network, and you enjoy the interactive sessions. You also enjoy hearing some of the news and what's going on from senior volunteers and staff. We had some really positive comments last year about recording, both the recording and broadcasting presentation and workshop, and also the fact that we were recording the event, and we've actually got that as a record now. And there'll be more about that later today. We had a few, those of you that were at this location last year know we had a few issues with the Wi-Fi and broadband, and I hope that this time we will have resolved those. You also asked us if the Twitter feed could be more prominent, so we've actually included it in here, so you can all see what people are saying about this presentation now, etc. But it's a good way for you to feedback on anything, and please use Twitter to provide feedback, but you also get the feedback forms at the end. Okay. So the agenda today is this morning mostly about us updating you on what's been going on and some of the plans for the future, and you'll get a chance to ask questions, although I must say that time's fairly limited, so we'll be taking a small number of questions during the morning session. And if you have other questions, then certainly you can provide them to us via Twitter, or you can see the speakers over lunch, or you can provide questions on your feedback forms, and we will answer them. This afternoon we've got, it's more a question of us finding out more from you and you getting involved in it. We've got a couple of workshops and we've got presentations from member groups. We've also managed to get a keynote speaker. Now, I have to tell you a little bit about that. We will also be inviting other members into that talk, so I'll mention it again later on this afternoon, but we'll be augmented by a number of other members who want to come and hear that speaker. Okay. So we established a paperless approach to these conventions 3 years ago, and we're continuing with that. You should be able to find all the resources that you need on the volunteer portal. If you look on the back of your, what is this? Whatever it is. You've got all the information there that you need about the how to get onto the portal, the Twitter hashtag, how to use the broadband here, etc., etc. So all the information you need is on your badge. Right. So before I finish, a couple of duties to perform. First of all, I need to announce the election, the council election results. And these were announced yesterday at the AGM. So, representing branches, Adrian Hall has been elected on the council. I think you're here, Adrian. Representing specialist groups, Terence Freedman and Adrian Williamson. And representing the wider membership, Chris Andrews, Colin Beveridge, Mike Cullen and Paul Jagger. I know quite a few of you are here. I wonder if we could just give congratulations. Finally, and very importantly, we've got some volunteer awards to present. And these are going to be presented by our very new president, as of yesterday, Roger Marshall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce each awardee, and they should come to the stage and receive their award. We're not going to take photos now, but I would also ask each person who receives an award to be ready after this morning session to have a picture taken with the president outside in the atrium. Okay, so first of all, the certificate of appreciation, we've got a few of these here. This is given for excellent service, which has significantly benefited an area of the Institute's activity. And the first one I'd like to give is for one of our founder members with over 50 years of voluntary service to Bedford Branch and various other roles. And this is the certificate of appreciation which goes to Richard Madison.
This place is probably not a place where other people in this room have ever published, but I have a paper that I published in the Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology in 1966. This paper contains two statements, and it's based on an analysis of several thousand pregnancies, all the pregnancies in Sheffield in about 1962-64. And essentially, smoking during pregnancy has serious adverse effects on the outcome, lower baby weight, more chance of stillbirths, neonatal deaths, and so on, than the non-smokers. And the sting is in the tail. The difference between the smokers and the non-smokers is less than the difference between the people of social class C1, C2, D, etc., of the mother's parents, that's the grandparents, and the grandparents who are middle class A, B, social class. Their difference is even greater than the smokers. Don't smoke during pregnancy, and don't smoke ever, reduces your life expectancy by between 11 years and 20 years.
Right, okay, so the next certificate of appreciation is for someone who's completely regenerated Berkshire Branch and also helped a lot of other groups through the creation of a Second Life site, which is used by other groups. This goes to James Anderson.